All right, guys, let's talk about delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. I posted a quote on my Facebook page, actually on my Facebook fan page, which is, Corey Owens if you search for me. And I talk a lot about waiting for what it is you deserve, but knowing that you deserve it. All right. So a lot of people in today's society are definitely conditioned to believe that they deserve instant gratification, which is why they opt into getting a job, going to college, instead of building out their own business, something that they can own and claim themselves. And they really also confuse becoming an overnight success as literally becoming successful in one night. Those people who are so used to having instant gratification or wanting instant gratification, they don't necessarily have it, but they want it. They will get a job because they know that they can get a paycheck in 2 weeks, because they know they're going to get paid on Thursday at 4 o'clock, right? Instant gratification. We want it so fast. When you pull open your phone and it just slows down a fraction of a second, we get a little bit annoyed because we expect instant gratification. So I want you to recondition your mind to not only expect, but to accept and totally grasp the concept of delayed gratification. Putting in the work now, putting in the value now, offering the solutions now, and helping people now, even though you don't get compensated for what you're doing now. We're going to take a value approach, an educational approach, and a solution approach, right? A serving approach to landing these clients, to building this business, because our goal in the beginning of the day is to serve. Our goal in the beginning of the day is to help. Our goal at the beginning of the day is to build trust, honesty, and serious relationships with these clients that we're going to have in this agency that we're building. So I want to take a second and find this this post that I created on my Facebook page that mentions delayed gratification. Now let me go to my photos, and I should have had this prepared, but it's okay. We're not trying to make this perfect, but I want you guys to really grasp this idea. So give me just a second while I found this image. All right. My quote, and this is from a book that I'm writing called Stop Wanting Around. It reads, "True satisfaction is the sum or result of commitment, delayed gratification, and little to no predetermined expectation." Let me put this in English for you. When you expect immediate gratification, when you predetermine or expect for some type of outcome to come from your input, from what you do. Let's say you do something nice for a girl and you expect to be instantly gratified. You expect her to give you recognition. You expect her to drop what she's doing to show you the attention that you're looking for from her. And if she doesn't, you'll be disappointed. Because first, you expected something from her. Second, you weren't committed to her in the first place to continuously do this over time without expecting anything unconditionally. And you didn't delay the gratification long enough for you to actually see the results that could have come from your continued commitment and investment into this girl. Does this make sense? It's the same thing with investing into mutual funds. We put money in the bank and we expect to have access to that money immediately. We deposit a check. We expect to have access to that money immediately. But there's beauty in waiting, and there's beauty in putting in an investment, continuing to put in that investment, and then going back to that money. If you put in $100 in the bank, you have to wait a day or so for it to clear, and then if you go and spend that $100 on something that costs 80, 70, 60, 50 because of the markup on the price, then you won't really get the value out of that thing you purchased. You won't get the value out of the work you put in to make that $100. But if you delay your gratification long enough to put in $100 for 12 months, now you can go and buy something that costs 12 times as much as what you would have bought at $100. So think about it the same way with dating, with building a business. If you invest into something and you expect something immediately, you're going to have a low value on the return of what you receive. But in building this digital agency, we're going to make big investments into people, into businesses, into brands, into opportunities, all right, and into ourselves without expecting anything in return. And our gratification, the things that we receive from this, will be trust from these businesses, real relationships worth having, and the opportunity to make a substantially higher amount of money per client, because we're not expecting them to compensate us for our value and our solutions. So the approach that we're going to take with landing these clients is to give them their solutions on the front end and say, hey, here's your problem with what you're doing on social media or what you're not doing. Here's how you're going to fix that problem. Here is a step-by-step guide to fix that problem in case you don't want to hire me. Because if they don't want to hire you, they won't. But if you show them how to fix their problem, not only are you showing them how to fix their problem, you're showing them that you have the tools to fix their problem. You're showing them that you have the will, drive, and ambition to fix their problem without expecting anything in return. You're showing them that you're willing to put in the work, even though you're not guaranteed to get compensated or gratified for that work that you put in, which tells them that if they hire you, and if they hire you for the money that you want them to hire you for, that they're going to get even more value than what they're paying out. And it's going to be worth it to them to pay you what you think you deserve. Now, if you approach a business and say, hey, pay me this money and then I'll show you how to fix your problems, because you're expecting instant gratification as soon as you show them how to fix their problems, they're going to say, okay, so when we pay him this money, we're going to have to keep paying him to show us how to fix these problems. He's not going to be innovative. He's not going to be forward enough to come to us with new ideas on how we can fix things. And he's not going to be willing to give his input without us giving our money. That's not a valuable asset to our business. That's a liability. That's something that we have to spend money for in order to receive value from. On the other hand, if you give value before they give you money, that's an asset, because the return on their investment, $0, 0 time, 0 energy, 0 effort, is 1000%, because you're giving them a solution to their problem without their initial investment, which means when they do make an investment, they're guaranteed an ROI, a great return on their investment, even if it doesn't result in X amount of new customers or clients for them. They see that you're dedicated, and that's going to give them more value over time to innovate and improve their business. Delayed gratification is a huge portion of building any kind of business, especially a digital one, because it's hard to build people's trust, especially businesses who are established, when you're just a guy sitting behind a computer saying, hey, I want you to pay me for this, this, and this. Delaying your gratification is going to help you build out an agency that is going to strive and grow beyond your own imagination, that's going to benefit all of society, the people in your circle, in your community, and in your agency. Mark this lesson as complete. I'll see you in the next video.